Welcome, man. I got this new Madden 16 All Madden challenge that I'll be doing, man. Running the CFM on All Madden and just trying to really find, you know, find out everything I can find out about All Madden. The deficiencies and the discrepancies and the cheats and all that stuff. Because what I really want to do, man, is I want the game to get to a point where, the difficulty is displayed, fairly. I don't want a game where the highest difficulty, is designed to straight up cheat you, which, we pretty much know it is. It's been said several times, even by, development, the devs that, all pro is really the more balanced, you know, gameplay experience.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and
But
this
I
is
feel
the
like,
NFL on EA Sports.
it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't just
Opening
be
week in the
all
NFL is an
Madden.
exciting time
All
for
pro. It should
everybody,
be that all
including these
Madden
two
is set
teams
as the
here
highest
tonight. It's
difficulty.
the Patriots going
In
up
that
against the
case,
Steelers.
it should play you fairly, and it should be more of
Now
a
we'll go down to
strategic
Gillette
battle
Stadium for this matchup.
instead of it
The
being,
Steelers are
where
back deep,
the
waiting to
game is pretty
return the
much
kick.
just going to do what it can to stop you.
Steven
So that's what
Gostowski
we're
now
doing, guys.
ready to kick the ball and get this game started.
And guys, let me know how the sound is. It sounds a little funny. Let me actually adjust it a little bit here. I'm using a wireless headset. And level may be set too high. Let me see. Alright, this might be better right here. Right in here. Alright, let's do it. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my butt handed to me, man. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not good against all Madden. I don't feel ashamed by saying that. I don't feel less of a man by saying that, but it is the truth. All Madden kicks my butt in most cases. Like I said, developers have said the same thing. I know devs that stay away from all Madden. It is what it is. And plus, it's my play style. My play style is not going to allow me to be too successful, I guess you would say, against all Madden. Because I'm not going for exploits and cheats and things like that, I just try to play straight up ball. So we'll see what happens.
The Steelers have it at the 24.
Good God. Already.
Good job by the defense.
And, we're going against a 96 overall team.
And now they have a good
It is the New England Patriots. So I'm sure it's going to be a tough outing. AB is my best matchup. All right, there we go. There we go.
That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this.
And I don't have any special, what do you call it, sliders or anything. It's just default.
First and 10. Roethlisberger with the give.
I didn't adjust my fatigue, which I normally do. So I want to, put the fatigue on like 70. I like guys that get tired, as they would in the real NFL. So that's why I do that, in case guys are wondering.
People forgot about him because Sammy Watkins was one of his teammates.
And we're going to stick to the script, man. We're going to keep trying to run the ball. Like I said, my play style usually is the reason why I'm going to lose against all Madden. But it is what it is. It's not what it's about. Oh, there we go. There we go, Bell. Okay.
Well, the long run that time.
Oh, they're not going to give me the replay?
But the
Let me get that. There we go.
Good blocking up front, but what patience for the running back. He did not panic because it took a while.
Nah, I got to see that from the beginning. You know, of course, I'm using my brother Neff1, using his rosters. You know, this was pretty good. You know, Heath Miller gets, you know, he holds the block for a second, but then your man is able to get off of that. And I automatically went into, you know, Hightower was coming, so I automatically went into the truck. And to me, you know, this is what's supposed to happen, guys. Whether this is a scripted animation or, you know, scripted sequence, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day, this is what probably should happen. Being that, you know, you could argue how bad he gets trucked, but I'm just talking about positioning. Being that Bell is already loading up, Hightower is still standing straight up, I can see that happening. And that's what we shoot for, man, with these simulation games, these games that are simulating the sport. I'm not saying the games are pure simulations to the T. I'm just talking about what these sports games are going for. If they're going to be simulation sports, then stuff like that has to matter.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Oh, that was a nice pick play right there. I meant to cut off those tips too. I don't necessarily like those tips on offense. You know, I kind of like them on defense because you can see, you know, real quickly which guy is a pass rusher and who's a finesse rusher. So that's the suggestion I'm definitely going to give to the devs is allow more toggle options, you know, with that. Maybe I just want to cut off, you know, the rack catching and all those type of tips, but I want to keep the defensive tips on. All right, D'Angelo. I see you, baby.
He's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They followed him up for a short game. The defense.
And playing against all Madden is definitely going to force me to be smart. You know, like I said, I'll be the first to admit I am not good against all Madden. So we're going to look for Martavis Bryant on this somewhat of a drag. Maybe Brown on that comeback. We're going to go with the safe option here. Hold that ball, baby. There you go. Too bad this is the only way I'll be able to play with Martavis Bryant. It's in Madden 16.
Let's see if they can hold him.
Because he's definitely not going to be active in Madden 17 because of his suspension. And I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I don't know if they still will allow him to be on the roster, you know, as far as the game. But I'm assuming they won't. We're going to switch this up. They got too much meat on the outside right there.
First and goal from the 8.
Follow the block. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. All right. All right. All right. What up, Neff? You know I always hit you up and text you, man, let you know when I'm streaming your material. So, what I'm doing here, I don't know if it shows in the title. I'm doing an All Madden challenge. I'm gonna play a CFM on All Madden, and just see how I do. Of course, I'm using your rosters, and you know, just trying to find out. You know, I know you know most of this, but you know, really try to comb through it and find the real problems with All Madden as far as how they translate difficulty, things of that nature, so I can really communicate it to the devs, man, because I feel like as long as you have a top level in a game, then the translation of difficulty should play out properly. It shouldn't be where All Madden is just designed to, you know, like the description actually says in the game, virtually impossible to beat. Like, that shouldn't be the case. It should be where the game just becomes a little more strategic. But it shouldn't take anything away from you. It shouldn't make people, you know, AI dumb. It shouldn't, you know, enhance the CPU's ability and stuff like that. It should just still be man on man. You know, skill versus skill, talent versus talent. You know, ratings versus ratings. And see, stuff like that, guys, that's what I'm going to be looking at. You know, was that an All Madden moment? The reason why Blunt, you know, was able to get that run off like that? Or was it, you know, due to my man Neff's ratings? which is partially due to the ratings because, what Neff goes for with the ratings is trying to allow guys to play themselves. So I don't have a problem with that. But, yeah, little stuff like that. Just keeping an eye on the efficiency with those type of things.
Here's the handoff.
Oh.
That picks up 11.
Now, just to give you guys a heads up, man, this is going to be probably a shorter video. This is kind of the introduction. I have somewhere to go. So that's why, I'm only playing 6-minute quarters. I have accelerated clock on and stuff like that. Just so I can get through this video. I just wanted to get it up, man. Do a live stream real quick. But just letting you guys know what's coming, man. So, I'll be doing this. I'm going to run this season. This is primarily going to be my offline CFM.
The second quarter is underway with this snap.
That little zip right there. And y'all know I'm going to give my feedback where I can. So let's look at this. Now, what I'm seeing so far from All Madden, and like I said, I think it has something, well, I'm sure it has a lot to do with my man's ratings. But look, I'm controlling Cam Hayward. I'm able to get off. It's not like I'm stuck, so that's good to see. But this is the kind of stuff right here, man, that has to go. We've been talking about these things for years. Check this out. That they got to find a better way. I don't understand why this happens. I'm not acting like I don't know why it happens. But they got to find a better way to translate this stuff. Because when you see it in fast motion, when you saw it in live speed, it just looked like he zipped to the ball. So they got to find a way to improve the animation quality in terms of when they branch out of animations and the player movement and, their relative positioning. All that stuff has to matter. Like right there. We're going to take a look at that as well.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few.
Let's take a look at that one as well. Okay, I was making sure you guys could hear me. So you might hear an echo right there. Like right here, man. This is what we're talking about right here. Check this out. Now, we've told you guys several times that, the DB and wideout interactions, and this is a sequence. It's two-man sequences. So what I would love to see them do going forward is unchain this. Or, even if it's a two-man sequence, right? Allow me to be able to break out of it. And allow me to branch out of it. Because if Will Allen stays in the proper position, he plays the inside. And he kind of bullies Edelman out of the way, and he gets in front of this. This is a pick. It's probably a pick, or a chance at the pick. Even though he still made him drop it, it's cool. But you understand what I'm saying? So now it's about cleanup, man. It's about cleanup in Madden. And some people think I'm crazy when I say that. When I say, listen, the game is not that far away as far as the details that are in the game. Of course, there's more to do. But if they could just clean up what's there and make it, like phase 2 of all of the things that they have, we'll be getting somewhere. Oh, I saw that and I couldn't get there. Did y'all see that? That was on me. Tom Brady baited me right there. My D-line just couldn't do anything. Now, that might have been partially the All Madden difficulty right there. Might have been doing that.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
There you go, Shazier. That's what I'm talking about, playing the way you play. And by the way, guys, I picked up Chris Cook as a DB because, I had to get rid of Blake. And when I simmed, to the regular season, it didn't keep Cockrell for me either, so it is what it is. But I had to get some secondary help. Had to get some secondary help, man, just like the real Steelers.
Good job by the offense. They get in there. They tie this game up. Now we'll see if the defense can take advantage of that momentum and keep it on their side.
And so far, it's early, but so far the game is playing, pretty decent, playing the way I would expect it. But where's that moment going to be when it does something completely all Madden? When is the all Madden isms going to kick in?
They'll take it at the 20.
And once again, man, and I appreciate everybody here in the stream, man. I see there's about 11 or 12 people are in now. You know, just to reiterate, what I'm doing is just, you know, doing the All Madden Challenge. You know, I traditionally don't play on All Madden because the main reason is the developers themselves have told me that All Pro is where the game is the most balanced. You know, because of my game style, the way I play, I'm traditionally not that good against All Madden. I don't have any problem admitting that. But, you know, in order for me to know what's wrong with it. Oh! In order for me to know what's wrong with it, I have to play it. You know, so I'm really trying to comb through All Madden and find out where the real issues and the cheats and all that stuff so I could give my, you know, my normal feedback. Just knock the ball out. Starting already.
Just wanted to say a nice video.
Last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown. Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum.
Oh, I appreciate that, Xavier, man. I appreciate that.
You got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Brady to Amendola.
So yeah, you know, expect me to get my butt kicked.
Greg, you're just awesome.
But let me see. Oh man, I appreciate it. I tried, man. I just be myself, man. And if you guys think that's awesome, hey, that's wonderful. I think a lot of you guys have learned that about me, man, since I've been on YouTube. And I don't reach. You know, if that makes sense. I don't reach for anything. I'm just me. You know, I'm just me. I don't try to force certain content or force certain type of videos. I'm just me. Good cutback. Oh my God. Mikey in the corner, you are absolutely right. All Pro sometimes it can give you a challenge, but sometimes you do feel like, okay, you know, once you get the groove of it, you just start beating them up. And All Madden is just like, for me anyway, I mean, I know people who can smack All Madden, but, you know, like I said, play style, you know, some people go for exploits and stuff like that. I don't do that. So that's not fun to me to just try to beat the computer, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, I want a real challenging game. Now, if All Madden can really challenge me in that way, cool. But I don't want it to be a ton of cheats, and that's why, you know, things ain't working out. I don't like that. All right, we're going to see if we can get Wheaton across the middle. Heath Miller will be my outlet. And we're going to go with the safe throw. Let's pick up the tempo a little bit. I'm gonna challenge this All Madden defense sooner or later.
Thanks for all the video you have ever done. You're just so cool. Negro playing franchise on the edge. All Pro becomes too easy.
Take it from the 23. Brown's got it on a pass.
Ooh, I had to hold that ball a long time, but we got it all. Hey man, thank you for watching, man. You know, as much as I do videos, it would mean nothing if you guys didn't watch them, man. So we are all right there in the same boat.
5 for 5 after that completion. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this.
You know, like plenty of people have told me my channel should be much bigger and stuff like that, and you know, I think I do a good job as far as the content, but, you know, I don't shoot for that. You know, it's like some big-time YouTubers, you know, they do certain things just for views. I've never been that person. You know, obviously, I would love to have a huge channel, but I'm going to make sure it's organic and it happens on its own. I'm not going to force anything, you know.
Gets the handle here.
You're welcome.
defense is tough, boy. But see, I said this when the game first came out and I played all Madden a little bit. I like the challenge that it gives you. It's just what pisses me off is when it starts cheating. If it could just challenge me without the cheats, we good. All right, let's do a route combination here. Let's see if I can get this off. I might be able to get somebody manned up over here.
2nd and 10.
Oh, I had Brown. I pulled the trigger too early. Oh man, I had Brown. I pulled the trigger too early right there.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still 3rd down.
Yeah, Xavier, man, appreciate that a lot, man. I mean, I really do. It's just not rhetoric. I really appreciate that. Kind words, man. Oh, come on. Oh, there go that all mad. Let me see. Now, I'm not mad at this, but see, this is the problem I have with the game. Why does this happen more on all Madden? You understand what I'm saying? It just needs to be some consistency. Like, this is a great play. Can't be mad at that. But let's be honest. How often do you see that on All Pro? Now,
play on XP or PS.
Truth is, though,
let's go.
On my end, what I should have done, I should have acknowledged that and, and double tapped it. I should have did a touch pass right there. So, in a way, I could say, oh, Madden is giving me the challenge right there, and I didn't recognize it.
At the end of the first half, near midfield, what do? Sometimes this guy's daring.
PS4. I have it on Xbox One as well. I don't play Xbox One really like that. I don't even pay for Xbox Live because, I do most of my gaming over here. So even though I have it, I wouldn't be able to play anybody or anything like that.
And a flag is down.
I got an Xbox One last year for some business purposes, but I don't really use it, so.
That throws the deal good with the block, which is stupid.
It's an illegal block in the back.
But I do play, I play a lot of EA Access games over there.
As a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
The corner's retreating. 1st down at the 25. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Patriots call a timeout.
Xbox One Village. Yeah, man, contrary to what some people would say, man, the Xbox One is a solid console also, man. I don't subscribe to those, the console wars. I don't get it. Because to me, they're both good. They both have their pluses, and I'm sure they both have their minuses, but it's like, they're both good games. I mean, good console. So I don't really understand, all of the, over the years, there's so much bickering back and forth. Yeah, I played football, man. I was a strong safety and a running back.
Brady's completed his last 6 passes.
What up, Tom?
And Edelman can't hold on that time.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing
I was, not tooting my horn, man, but I was pretty good, man. I was one of those people who got caught with an injury bug. In my college days and stuff like that, so.
Hey, dude, bro, you go on my channel on my
football aspirations got cut short.
It's called Xavier.
The Patriots, 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, man, you're going to have to remind me, though. I keep it real and honest. I'd have to remember to check it out, but I have no problem with checking out your channel, man.
And I'm a big Halo fan.
It's 3rd and 17
That's what
here
sold me on
after the
XP.
sack. The corner step back. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment.
That's That's funny, Mikey, man, because I actually prefer the
Everybody's back
PS4's
out on the
controller.
field now after
I
that
think the
defensive timeout.
360, however, the Xbox
They're
360's
set to
controller
punt
to
it
me is
away
one of the
now.
best of all time. Just my opinion. So I was an Xbox guy too, but I was also a PlayStation guy back in the day. So it's like,
This
you
punt
know,
will
my
not be
mindset was just go
returned.
with,
It will
with
never see
whichever
the
one you
field of
prefer at the
play
time. I don't
as it
really have a,
sails out of bounds.
I'll never knock the other
Ryan Smith,
console. I
way
guess is what I'm
less of a
saying.
factor in the passing game today than we're
Because I
accustomed
mean,
to
hey,
from
they're
him.
both sitting in
This
my
is the
home right
drive
now.
that he gets things started. Yeah, you're right,
And,
Jeff.
you
I
know,
think
since they're
everybody's
both
looking for
here,
that he'll pick
there
up
are a
this
lot of
play
parallels.
and
You know, I
disrupt
can see
everybody on the
why
offensive
somebody would
side. Not
prefer
doing a good job.
Xbox One,
Just
as
hasn't
well
been
as I can
crisp
see why
running
somebody
those
would
routes.
prefer
When you're
PS4.
not crisp running your routes, hard to
So,
get
you know,
open.
that's just me trying to use logic. I don't understand the beef with that people you know, I mean, I've seen people literally
First down at the
argue like
15.
back and forth. Ah, this ain't gonna work.
The reception
Oh,
by
what?
Antonio Brown. That's reception number 4
What?
for him. The Steelers with no timeouts.
Hold on, buddy. Let me take a
Do
look
you
at that.
have Black
AP.
Ops 2 Black Ops 2 on GTA on your
Let's
friend
go,
request
AP.
me it's below 30.
See, now this is the stuff right here that I can appreciate. This is when it feels like the game is not cheating, even though it's on all Madden, right? Let's just take it closer, because let's see if we see any cheating. But look at this guy, right? Plays AB off of the line, tries to get in
I
position,
grew
tries
up
to
on
cut him off.
PS.
Antonio
Steel
Brown
wall.
gets inside. He loses him. He doesn't gain ground, but there it is. There's the sequence. I told you guys how that works. So it pulls him into the two-man sequence there. But Antonio Brown, I guess he's, you know, the dice roll effect said for him to win, you know, for whatever reason. I would love this to really be
Cash
positioning,
caught.
but he
Crash.
goes up, gets it, makes the catch. DB tries to knock it out, almost keeps his balance. That would have been a crazy catch if he would have kept on running. Uh, that was pretty crazy right there. And seeing most of the time, all Madden usually takes that away from you. Most of the time, if you throw it in double coverage like that, it's going to be a pick.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 45. Bryant's got it. First down.
Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Come on.
I think what you find out
Hey dude,
about
I
your
meant to
offensive
say
lineman,
bubble.
what kind of shape they're in.
3-0.
It's late in the game. You have no timeouts. You got to go to this hurry-up offense. Let's see if they can make it work.
And yeah, man, it's the reason why I'm even coming back and doing this challenge, in case some guys are wondering, is I know, you know, since that last patch, you know, Rex Dixon was telling me how, you know, they took away that inaccuracy. You know how you would just automatically on all Madden, you would get that wild inaccurate pass all the time. So they took away, you know, that cheat, so to speak, to where it's not going to just happen all the time.
Makes the catch inbounds.
Inbound?
That's 5 receptions.
Oh, God. Come on.
That'll bring us to the end of the first half.
Oh, they robbed me right there.
On the outskirts of Boston. We'll take a moment to catch our breath. We'll be back shortly to Foxborough for the start
They
of the
robbed
second
me,
half.
folks. Gotta look at it. I mean, his feet probably did come in bounds, but that's supposed to be counted as an out-of-bounds play, man. Don't do me like that, and I'm trying to get some points.
Will you friend request me on PS3? My name is Baba30. And I meant to say Bible study.
Damn, that was a hell of a catch, though. See, sometimes, man, you gotta stop and take a look at what has changed in Madden. You know, so many people criticize the game so much, but you know, you got to be fair on both sides. Look at this kind of stuff, man. These things didn't happen in prior Maddens. But I feel like even though he came in, his feet in, that's an out of bounds play. So I got robbed right there. I might have to come back and cut that. Actually, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I got the Elgato running. Let me cut that play, man. I need to show that to the devs. That right there, that should be an out of bounds play. So I'm gonna just cut a video real quick. Just capture it. Hold on. All right, record. See, guys, I'm always working, man. I'm always working to try to make this game the best it can be.
Will you be my friend is like being friends. Will you make a video like this tomorrow?
No, probably not. I don't. This video, since it's already here in the stream, this one will probably be. I'll send a little private clip to the devs because, like I said, it's already up, and I already explained it in the stream. So I just want them to see this, and that's about it right there. As far as friend requests, man, you shoot it to me. I can't honestly say I'll remember and shoot it with you guys, but send it to me. Let me know who you are. If your name is different than what I see here on YouTube, because, again, I'll be open and honest. I don't accept a ton of friend requests simply because I don't know who they are. But like I tell a couple guys, before in the stream, let me know who you are. And, I usually try to accept it right after the stream.
In the first half, Bill. Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then
yeah, that would be crazy if they had NFL Street as a mode or something like that.
The first snap of the second half.
I think they should put over NFL Street as a mode in the game. That would be sick.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get
so far, man, I can't complain about what I'm seeing in this game.
Brady's completion percentage,
the Patriots are a 96 rated overall team, and we're at 86. So,
just a quick drop back.
Ooh! Oh, come on! Don't give me the face mask.
Gets to the quarterback.
Don't give me the face mask right there.
Personal foul.
Oh my God! Perfect blitz, and they get bailed away. See now, that too, that's something else for me to keep an eye on. Whether or not, the penalties happen more often on all matches.
Says that you say they're not, they're lying because you're actually one of the best YouTubers.
Good tackle, baby.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Oh, man, that's cool, man. If people really think that, that's cool.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
I don't know, Neff. I mean, if you're still in here, I don't know. All Madden seemed pretty cool so far, man. What do you think? Oh, what happened? Oh, I hit the button. Sorry, guys.
And the first. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Brady's going to take it from the gun.
Damn, how did he get so... Oh, come on. I tell you what, the QB is super smart on all man. Which I don't really have a problem with that either. But let's take a look at Tom Brady's progression here. All right, let's take a look at this. We got pretty much everything. So, he was about to come open too, across the middle. Who's that, LaFell? Yeah. But, what you want. Jarvis Jones got pressure coming. And Gronkowski, how did he get out of there like that? I was in a zone. See, here's the problem I got with the current zone defense. And this is something I'm talking to the devs about right now. Now, I told you guys I play strong safety, when I play defense. Now, you're taught, even, on any level, you're taught to play your area, but then you have to commit at a certain point. You got to have that clock in your head. So in real life, you got a clock going knowing the quarterback only got a certain amount of time to get the ball off. You see pressure, right? You should see the open man. Plus, in the real world, you see that your backer has the underneath coverage right here coming across the middle. So in the real world, especially if this was me, I'm going to go right there. I'm going to jump grunt. I'm not just going to stand here and just leave an open man
for all those videos you
seeing that everybody else is open.
Like so much
right?
as I love
Here's another
YouTube
problem.
Videos.
Right here. Here's another problem with the zone defense in this game. Right here. Play your zone. But now there's no one in your zone. Your zone is vacant. So, well, he's not looking, but traditionally what you would want this guy to be doing is looking to see if anybody's ever going to come into his area, then he should jump LaFell. But in fairness, right here, he never looked, so I can't say he wouldn't have done that. But we all know how it happens in this game.
They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Hey, man, like I said, thank you for watching, man. You know, videos mean nothing if nobody watches them.
What is your most favorite player on the Pittsburgh Steelers
touchdown of his career?
Oh, man, that's tough to say. Who's my favorite players? I mean, I love most of our team for different reasons. I mean, you got to automatically look at two guys, Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. I mean, arguably you could say they're two of the best guys in their position. So how could you not love them? You know, I love Big Ben. You know, I love Ben's guts, his tenacity. You know, he's a fighter. He can throw the ball. You know, sometimes he holds on to the ball a little too much. And I get on him about that. But how could you not like a Ben Roethlisberger as your quarterback?
Hey, you're always welcome.
I love Heath Miller. I mean, people have no idea how much I love Heath Miller for what he did for the team. He was the constant X factor, like always. I mean, he was just that guy. You know, I love Ryan Shazier. I love Timmons. I love I mean, it's too many people. Like, basically, I can't pick one favorite player. There we go, Wheaton. Come on, baby.
And they tackle him there at the 34. That's his first reception today.
That was a hell of a throw by Big Ben right there. Beautiful throw.
And thinking about making plays and picking up first downs, good job by the offense.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 90% on the day. First down at the 34. Bell will get it on the toss.
Oh, man. They blew that up. Bell ain't had no chance right there.
They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
LOL, my girl starts crying when he go down. She a Steeler fan from her father.
Yeah, man, the Steeler Nation women are some of the most passionate football fans you'll find. Oh, my God. Wow. Now, let's see what that penalty was about. Watch is going to be holding. Oh, defense. Huh? Why did it say defense? Oh, my God. So, for you guys who are watching, does it appear that all Madden is kicking in? Or are the Patriots just outplaying the Steelers? That's the question. Yeah, man. Listen, when I'm at the game, yo, the Steeler women, I'm telling you, they are. Wow. You think us guys are bad? They are passionate about their Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know if there's enough Band-Aids to stop all this bleeding, but look, you're looking for a moral victory, so the game is not over. Try to get some good here late to make you feel better and get ready for the next game.
Le'Veon Bell makes the catch. And that last play made by Pat Chung.
It's funny because I'm not really having bad success. It's just, like I said, it feels like they're just outplaying us a little bit. I haven't noticed anything too crazy that I feel is cheesy.
They need to get the play off. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And a gain of 4.
Yeah, I went with the safe throw there. I didn't have a whole lot of time to step into that throw to AB.
Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Roethlisberger's completed his last 6 passes. Bell in the backfield, single back set.
I don't think that they're overplaying the Steelers.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Roethlisberger over to
Oh, that was a risky throw, but I did it.
6th catch today so far. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
And he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are.
Lol,
so
she thinks every hit on Roethlisberger is dirty. Lol, I be having to tell her, this is a full contact sport.
Yeah, I feel you. That's how they be, man. My wife be doing the same thing. And, you know, she traditionally wasn't a Steelers fan, but obviously I'm a fan, so now she, you know, she's been right there at the games with me. She loves it.
We're back, and this game has
all right, guys, starting the fourth quarter, man. Just giving you guys, you know, update for some guys who may have come in here late. Just doing an All Madden challenge. You know, traditionally I don't play well against All Madden. You know, you guys know I have a direct link to the developers. They've told me themselves that All Pro plays the most balanced brand of football in the game. But, you know, I don't think it should be that way. You know, I think the higher difficulty level it is, it should be more of the strategy. You should have to be more strategic. It shouldn't be cheats. So what I'm doing is I'm going to play a full season on All Madden and really, you know, dissect it to figure out what's wrong, what's cheats, you know, what needs to be improved, stuff like that.
The Steelers have it at the 34.
I couldn't get the ball off.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd.
I'm going to go for it just for the hell of it here. Usually I wouldn't, you know, because it ain't like I can win, but why not?
And get the turnover.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Right. Good old Patriots cheating, huh?
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation.
Oh, come on. Let's take a look at it, y'all.
This offense had no choice but to...
Let's take a look at it and see.
Who your fav player?
Okay. It was thrown high. It was thrown high. I can't be too mad about that one. It was an overthrow. Okay.
Big smile.
Take some chances here in the 4th quarter, but it comes back to bite him again with an interception.
I don't know, man. I said that a little earlier in the stream, man. It's hard to narrow it down to one favorite player. That's too tough for me to do.
This one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
The Patriots offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown.
Against the Steelers instead of the Seahawks.
That hole is wide open.
Just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
After running it, it's
so
2nd
close.
down.
14-40.
Oh, poor Sean Spence, man. He's no longer with us. He's with Tennessee now.
And they get the sack.
That's what you get for still trying to throw the ball. You up. Run it out.
They do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They
They
let a
got
guy
a slow
come
running
free,
back. I
and
bet
that
you
free
come out
blitzer,
with the kick.
or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit
Get
on
him.
the QB and takes him down.
Oh, come on. Tom Brady.
I think the coach on the side
Ah, you kidding me.
every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Brady's now completed 4 in a row. The give. Thomas is there to take him down.
All right, guys, so as this game ticks down to an end, like I said, man, you know, just trying to challenge all Madden. The games will be a little longer going forward. I got something to do today, so I got to hurry up and get out of here. But, I don't know. I don't necessarily, I didn't feel cheated in this game. I really didn't. You know, I have to go back and look at some of the things that happened. But, no, I didn't necessarily feel cheated. So I didn't too much feel the all Madden overload, you know, so to speak.
Thanks
But
for posting this video, dude. I really appreciate it.
We'll see. You know, as we tick through the season, man, we'll see what happens. We'll keep a close eye on it.
Here in the final quarter, he'll take the snap from the gun. LeGarrette Blount with the grab. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
I mean, so far, you know, to be honest, my defense has played fairly well. They haven't played too bad. My offense struggled a little bit, but, you know, a couple turnovers hurt. But I can't really say I felt cheated. Might have been a couple questionable plays, but, you know, this has probably been the more better all Madden experience that I've had. So I'm curious, man, to see how the season is going to go. I've never played a season on all Madden. Like I said, traditionally I get my ass handed to me on all Madden. No shame in admitting that. So we'll see.
And once you throw one, it's out there. You've got to get over that mental block, and you've got to keep playing hard and aggressive football.
And my goal is for all Madden to become a strategic game and not a cheat game.
Like saying what I said to you, then whatever someone else. LOL, Siri trolling you.
Oh!
Had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of
nah,
concentration.
that's the feature, man. On the, you know, when you stream from the console, you can cut on comment to speech. So whenever you comment, she talks, so I can hear it. So I don't always have to look at the computer. I just can't tell who's sending it. That's the only downside, is I can't tell who said it. I'd have to, you know, then look at the computer to see. Yeah, that right there. That was beautiful. That was beautiful right there. If he did what I thought he did. Yes. See, why doesn't this happen more than not in this game? Watch how Hightower played the leverage, and he stayed on the path. How many times, guys, have you seen? You've seen me post videos as well. It happens on All Pro, because that's usually where I play. Where this guy, he gets right in line to the quarterback, and it's like he stays connected to this animation, and he doesn't even go for the quarterback. How many times have y'all seen that? Now, here, I don't know if it's because it's the CPU, he stays right in line. Bam. Perfect. That's what's supposed to happen.
Who at least Fab player? Hey, dude, you sound like you were 2-0 or 1-9.
I'm only punting, guys, just because I want to see the defense play a little more. I mean, the game's over. I'm not trying to win it.
Amendola's got it now.
20 or 19, nah, bro. I'm a little older than that.
That return's good for about 8.
I don't have a least favorite player. I can't really, like I said, man, I'm a fan, man. You know, I'm traditionally don't hate people that I don't know. So it's hard for me to say who my least favorite player is. And you know, it's not a whole lot of people that I dislike. I might not really care for the team or whatever, but I can't say there's anybody I just dislike. Look at Shazier. Shazier is an animal out there.
You sound like you're 1-5, bro. It sounds like you're so young, but you're tough.
Not much time left. Run the football, and this clock keep it
Oh, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to sound young.
Don't jump off sides. Don't create a penalty, and put two hands on the ball.
2nd and 12.
They said I sound like I'm 15. Oh, come on.
Yes, Daddy.
In the clear.
Well, you're a little older than.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
There is nothing like getting a long running
Well,
play for a touchdown.
another butt kicking from all Madden. I appreciate you guys coming through, man. I mean, I see at one point it was 20 people watching, so that's big numbers for me. I appreciate it, man. I hope this will be an attractive stream, man. Like I said, I just try to do some different things on the channel, man, to keep that repetitiveness away. You know, it's what y'all really know me for, breaking down videos and all that, is gotten to a point now. It's like, how much more can you do? So, you know, hopefully, you know, the stuff that I'm doing now will keep you guys entertained, man.
You are so awesome. How can you be that awesome?
Position to give them a chance to compete against this defense. They've got to change things up, give their offense a chance, and give these players.
Oh, shoestring. See, you see, there are opportunities here, man. If you pick your spots, there's definitely opportunities where you can move the ball. So it's gonna come down to me figuring it out, as well as, you know, seeing if there are any cheats. Oh, huge catch! Huge catch!
They're going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Yeah, I'll do a face cam. Yeah, I'll probably do a face cam. I have done face cam, so. Thanks for the suggestion. So if you guys want to see that, you know, a lot of people are into face cams to see natural and live reactions. I'll definitely do that the next time. I might stream tonight. You know, I don't know what you guys' schedule is like, but I might be back on later tonight. You know, I got to go spend some time with my wife and kid. Look at that catch, man. Beautiful catch. Woof. Like I said, piece of feedback. I want these animations to start becoming more independent instead of being a sequence. And, you know, I know that it's mocapped as a sequence, so that's why you get this type of reaction here. But it'll be so much better on the eyes when that's just, you know, 1-to-1. No shifting, nothing. It's just they both go up, and whoever comes down with it, comes down with it.
First down on the way.
When I grow up, I want to be a football team, play the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to be drafted and stuff like that. About you, as if you
We'll throw it up to Brian.
Hit him with the wall.
Go get it, big boy. Of course not. All right, guys, I got to run, man. I appreciate everybody watching. I'll be back. So we're going to run this whole franchise, this whole season on All Madden. I'll probably up the minutes to like 8 minutes. And we'll do it like that. So, all right, guys. Peace out, man. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button.